for Kevin Love. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and once.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Kept alive.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom.
As you are, Clark.
And the shot is good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Nash drives in, and it's sent back by Bosch. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. A pull-up.
Cleveland foul call. Dikembe Mutombo. That's his first.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Brand right side. Unloads from 13. And yep, finally dropped it, rolling around the rim. Brand's got his first bucket of the night.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Count that one.
Allen Iverson.
Chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Scott the pass to Anthony. Scott kicks to Nash. Anthony in the corner. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Anthony's got his first points in this one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Bosch kicks to Iverson. Five on the clock. Passes it to Mutombo. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Yes,
Did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 24 points a game last year, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. And you look at his scoring, he was #1 on the team last season.
And, Greg, I liked his ability to play through contact, his exceptional concentration. That allowed him to be a great finisher.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
And he gets it to go. Kobe's got his second bucket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 8 points for Iverson.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Here's Thompson. That's good. And it's Bryant with the assist. Thompson's got 5 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the first time out Marc Gasol. Bulls trail by 11. Anthony right side. Looking to end the run. He lays it in.
What a terrific feed by Nat.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Outside, Russell. At the elbow, Green. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
DeAndre Jordan.
Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Fifth, DeAndre Jordan.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Barnett is checked in for Chicago. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Nash. Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons. Last year, they have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups form in that series, but they were able to prevail.
Russell dishes to Allen. On the wing, Green. Pass to Russell. Baseline jumper. Good D by Thomas.
Boy, in that playoff series against the Bucks, the Bulls looked like they were primed for an upset as they started slowly, eventually pulled it together, and came in as the underdogs against the Cavs.
Now, here is Russell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The offensive rebound. Here's Jordan. Drops it down with both hands.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
And the Cavs knocked out the Bulls in 6 games. Bulls went up 2-1 in the series, but didn't have an answer for LeBron. Strong effort from the Bulls, but they just couldn't.
Anthony leading the charge. John Starks on the wing. Lets it fly. Chicago grabs the miss.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Put all the strength to get me here, and I wanted to be here. And yeah, I want New York to be that place where guys want to come play in New York, you know, and I want to retire in New York. I mean, let's just be quite frank.
Let's take them back.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff entry once again.
You know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Green. Ozgov is out there with Brook Lopez. That's Tony Allen, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Here's Lopez after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one. And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Yes.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Scott, good.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
And that one's good by that shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Chicago making some changes. Bogues, he's checked in for Scott. And Thomas subbed in for Steve Nash. Jordan, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Kobe. No good off the front iron. Bulls trail by 6. To the middle. Here's Bogues. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Iverson. 10 points for him. Out to the wing. Mutombo kicks. Shot to stop the drought. Rebound by Elton Brand. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots. And James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
It's tipped. And here's Iverson outside. And he trains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, some great help off the bench during this first half. What does their contribution mean to this team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA, and when they come to play like we're playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, makes it a tough team to beat, and just hoping we can keep that up.
It certainly takes some pressures off the starters. Melo, thanks for the time. Guys?
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. It was all about Cleveland as the game got going. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11, really playing as a unit. Once they got on the scoreboard, they were relentless at staying out in front, never once letting the lead change hands. And into the second quarter, momentum started to shift slightly as they gave up some of that lead, ending the half up 3. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, give them credit for getting out on that fast break. They made a concerted effort to run every time. Not once, not twice, every time.
Out there with Elton Brand, then it's Nash, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Scott in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Iverson up top. The 3 from Bosch. Can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Offensive rebound. Here's Gasol, and it's sent back by Bosch.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And, you know, we saw Chris Bosh really ramp it up with the 3-ball last season. I mean, we frequently see vets do that. Marcus Aldridge is a recent example. Extending your range is a great way to keep playing at a high level, especially as you enter your 30s.
Getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And as always, George, thank you. And it goes out of bounds.
Chicago ball.
Last touch by Green.
And injuries, once again, were a central theme of the Bulls' season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
Russell with a wide-open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Chicago trailing here. Nash drives in, and the layup is good.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Here's Green. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Brand.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Barnett, he's checked in for Elton Brand. Here's Anthony. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And that's 23 points for Carmelo Anthony.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And here's a little of that. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Lopez comes in for Allen. It's Thompson in for Russell.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Bogues, he's checked in for Chicago. Thomas comes in for Steve Nash. And Cleveland also making a change. Iverson's checked in for Starks. Thompson dishes to Jordan. Back to Thompson. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Thompson with the bucket.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Passes it to Barnett. The tray. And the Bulls, another 3.
And how about that? Responding to the 3-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Bogues against Thompson. Outside Thomas. Favors sets the pick for Nash. 4 on the shot clock. Offline with the baseline jumper. Mutombo dishes to Kobe. Cleveland moving the ball around. Good. And that's now 9 points for Chris Bosh.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Not enough on that one as it misses.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just one on the basket from Nash. The drive by Bosch. Back to Bryant. Shoots the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nash with the screen on Russell. Kicks it to Nash to take the lead. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Nash!
Kobe kicks to Thompson. Inside, got a piece of it. Gasol with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. That's good from Nash on the assist by Anthony. And now a 4-point Chicago lead.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Ryan against Anthony. Thompson right side to stop the run. Can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Nash. Here's Scott, and it's sent back by Russell. Here's Bryant. Excellent D there.
On the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Anthony. Graham passes to Nash. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
The Bulls shooting about 47% here in the fourth. He dishes it to Anthony. From down low. Bryant with the rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
It's in!
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Bryant against Anthony. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Buries it. A huge shot to tie it up. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Iverson against Nash. Iverson outside. Bosch, a screen on Nash. Shot clock at 5.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperate.
Free throw good. Iverson.
Yeah, how about the nerds there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Anthony dishes to Brand. Nash kicks to Anthony. And again, no good by Chicago. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did heat off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, a nice win in the first of a back-to-back, but what's on your mind with the game tomorrow against a very tough opponent?
Well, I mean, we're here at another tough part in the schedule. You know, we have a very tough challenge tomorrow, especially with a back-to-back. So we're at the part of the schedule where everybody has, but we're going to have to continue to pick it up and hopefully get a W tomorrow.
Chris, thank you. Kevin, there are no breaks in an NBA schedule.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. He came out of the locker room at halftime with some nice shooting, going 3 for 3 to start the third quarter. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, going to a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.